When I saw the news that there were going to be tariffs on Europe coming up from the President of the United States, I opened up a little bit of a short on Bitcoin. Right now, I'm $412 in the profit on that position because there is a chance that, when I saw Bitcoin come back below $110,000, I said, okay, we came back up, we retested basically right under it, failed to get back above it, and we're starting to trickle down. Now, I don't want to leave this trade open for the long term. I might even close this out in the profit later this afternoon, or what I'll probably more likely do is honestly set a stop loss, something like that, where it's just a little bit in the red. So if worst case scenario with that stop loss set, I would lose $57, but I'm 414 in the profit right now. And then looking at some of the technical levels for Bitcoin, I'm seeing, this is going to be a difficult level for us to really break through on a weekly time frame, okay? Now, good news is we do have this weekly candle that was actually a highest weekly candle ever closed last week, and we did have new all-time highs. But what we really want to see to confirm this breakout is a weekly candle that closes above these wicks. Then we can almost know with a certain degree of confidence that we are going to see continued moves to the upside. But this tariff news is difficult. So I am not a Bitcoin bear. I am a huge Bitcoin and crypto bull. And Bitcoin dominance is climbing still, which means we're kind of waiting on altcoin season. And these tariff threats to Europe are going to be difficult for us to then, in turn, get the Fed to feel confidence that inflation is not going to affect this market and affect inflation. And why do I talk about the Fed here? Well, because you want the Fed to feel confident that tariffs are not going to impact inflation, make it worse, for them to cut the interest rate. You want them to cut the interest rate so that we can have a risk on asset rally. And so as I wait for that, I am trading in the meantime and having a good time doing it. And this story makes a lot of sense to me to consider some potential downside. The S&P 500 is down to 5,800 today. Financial experts are complaining about the tax bill. You've got NVIDIA earnings coming up this week. That could be actually kind of a bullish thing, but Trump tariffs are quite a bearish thing for markets because, again, it causes the Fed to have more of a hiccup regarding their ability to to cut rates because these tariffs aren't probably going to curb inflation. In fact, they're leaving the uncertainty as if maybe tariffs are going to get worse. So I'm trading on this, and this is coming up this week. The tariff threat risks a trade war with Europe. We've seen a lot of back and forth on this. In this article, you can see that they talk about Liberation Day on April 2nd, where we implemented the tariffs, and then we backtracked because there were negotiations going on. Quote here is, I think he was hoping by now that we would have the EU coming with some kind of deal on the table, and so far that hasn't come. And so now a 50% import tariffs is on the table. And a warning for the week ahead as well. Is the stock market open on Monday? No, it is not. So the stock market will not be open on Monday, which is Memorial Day. And you're going to have to wait until Tuesday to kind of see how this is going to play out. At the time of this recording, we've got the biggest losers in the market right now. Right here, you can see a couple memes are retracing today. A couple coins are, really kind of up, just a few, not a lot right now. We're kind of seeing a retracement in the crypto market overall because of this story right here. And so as soon as I saw that news, I said, okay, well, we're rejecting off of the bottom half of 110. So I opened it up at basically 109. Here we are down at 107. And now I have my stop loss set at 57. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set my stop loss basically at 0. Okay, so let's set it so I'm a little bit in the profit. Why not? Let's set it so it's a little bit in the profit. Let's win the trade. I'll set it down to $100 in the profit, and I'm going to leave this open. And worst case scenario, I'm going to profit $98 plus fees, I'll profit, $50 or something. I could take it right now for 392. But this is the game of trading. I trade off of resistance and support. Now, we hit resistance at 110. Once I saw that rejection kind of confirm with this bearish story that our tariffs, I decided, hey, I'm going to try a little Bitcoin short here. This rally is beautiful. I'm bullish on crypto. I think it's going to go up in the long term. My goal with trading is to accumulate more Bitcoin in the long run. And I think that should be, in the crypto space, everybody's goal, in my opinion, should be to accumulate more Bitcoin, because at one point in the future, it's going to be almost impossible to own one of them. Now, if you guys want to do some trading alongside with me, you can sign up for Blofin using our link in the description down below. We've been doing great on some of these trades lately, to the long side, to the short side. We're trading both ways because that's what you can do in the beautiful, volatile market that is crypto. I just want to share some of these stories with you guys. A short update for you on some of the trades I'm doing. Given the news, this week is going to be big. NVIDIA earnings could be bullish. We could be having just a little hiccup and a little scare from this tariff news, and we could see recovery, but it's something to keep a close eye on. That's all I have for you guys in this one. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, DCA HODL. And of course, my friends, I'll see you in the next one. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. Nothing I ever say is financial advice, but we're going to keep this crypto content coming because we love it and we are bullish. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.